Good morning and Jai Hind to all. Saraswati Shishupun Wagwala Board students, this is a new video of a new chapter, that is Standard 4 in subject EVS. Students, today we are going to learn about a new chapter, that is chapter number 11, and the chapter's name is Hututu Hututu. So yes students, by listening these words, you can identify that you have heard these words before. So students, where have you heard this kind of words? So yes students, you are right. You have heard these words. Which are the words? Hututu, hututu. By playing a game. By playing which game you can speak these words? So yes, by playing a game of kabaddi. So students, today you will going to learn about a game, and the name of the game is kabaddi. Students, before explaining about the game of kabaddi, I will show two pictures to you. Here students, you can see two teams are there. Here some girls have wear a yellow t-shirt and one girl is wearing a green. Students, you can simply identify that there are two teams are there. One team with a green t-shirt, another team with a yellow t-shirt. Now student, here you can see that a girl in a green t-shirt is going in the another side, while she is going to another side to have a red. So here you can see that two teams are playing a game of kabaddi. Student, let us observe another picture. So what can you observe in this second picture? In this second picture, you can observe that a girl who is wearing a green t-shirt, her name is Shamla. So Shamla is on the ground, and other girls who are wearing a yellow t-shirt, they are holding Shamla very tightly. And what Shamla is doing? Shamla is trying to reach the middle line. Which line? A middle line with a white color. So students, if you have seen the ground of a kabaddi, in that ground of kabaddi there are two parts are there. In each part, each team is standing, and on the middle there is a white middle line. So here also you can see that Shamla is trying to touch a middle line, and the other girls on the opposite side, they are stopping Shamla from touching the middle line. So students, this is how a game of kabaddi is being played. So students, let us move on the chapter. So students, what are these girls doing? They are shouting. How they are shouting? These girls are shouting out, out, out. It is clear that they are playing a game. Students, by now you have identified that these girls are playing a game called kabaddi. So students, kabaddi is an outdoor game, and the game of kabaddi is known differently in different states. So what do you call this game? In some states, kabaddi is known as chedu-gudu. What it is called? Chedu-gudu. In some state, it is called hututu. In some state, it is called hadudu. What it is called? Hadudu. And in other state, as like us, it is called kabaddi. So these are the different names of kabaddi in different states. So students, you have observed two pictures of girls or two teams who are playing a game of kabaddi. So when six girls surrounded Shamla, Shamla is wearing t-shirt and yellow color t-shirt girls who have surrounded Shamla. And what they did, they caught her. Her means Shamla. Everyone thought that she was out. So everyone thought that Shamla was out. Somebody caught her legs and somebody caught her arms, while one girl caught her by the waist. But Shamla was not the one to give up. She dragged herself and managed to touch the line in the center. Here in this picture also you can see that when Shamla is on the ground, still she is trying to touch the middle line. But the girls on the opposite side, they are holding Shamla tight. So they are stopping Shamla from touching the middle line. So students, you know that if Shamla touches the middle line, then all the girls who are holding Shamla, they are all out. So this is how the game of Kabaddi is being played. So when Shamla touched the line, all the girls of the opposite side team were holding her. So all of them got out. So when Shamla touched the middle line, all the girls who have hold the Shamla, they are all out. But one girl from the opposite side, whose name was Rosie, but Rosie argued that Shamla had taken a breath in between. It means that whenever any player has to go to red on opposite side, he or she has to continuously speak Kabaddi, Kabaddi, Kabaddi or Hutu. When she breaks her breath, then she or he will be out. So one girl from the opposite named Rosie argued that Shamla had taken a breath in between. So the team was not out. But Shamla insisted that this was not true. She said that if she had taken a break, then why did the girls keep holding her? Then there was a big argument. Finally, the referee gave her decision in the favor of Shamla. So at the end, Shamla and her team won. So students, this was about how the Shamla and her team won the match. Now, our next point is the game of Kabaddi. In this point, you have to learn how the Kabaddi match is played with rules. So students, this is what a game of Kabaddi is like. So students, have you seen any match of Kabaddi on television? You yourself have played a Kabaddi match nearby your house or at your school. So you must have known that Kabaddi is like a game. In that game, pushing and pulling, screaming and shouting, dragging and falling on the ground. So wherever you have seen any match of Kabaddi, the players are pushing and pulling each other. Some players are shouting and screaming on each other. Some are dragging and falling on the ground. So all this you can see on a Kabaddi match. It requires a lot of strength, power and fitness. So to play a Kabaddi match, it requires a lot of power, strength and fitness. It is a rough game. Which kind of game? Rough game. Yet it has many rules. To play a Kabaddi game, you must be knowing some rules. So Kabaddi also has some rules. Without rules, there will be no interest in playing any game. So when you play a Kabaddi game, it is lots of fun and lots of exercise. Holding your breath while running. When you play a kabaddi match, you have to hold your breath and you have to continuously speak kabaddi kabaddi or hututu. So holding your breath while running and continuously saying kabaddi kabaddi and also trying to touch the players of the opposite team. So many things to do in kabaddi. You can do this as long as you can hold your breath. So wherever you play a kabaddi game, you have to continuously speak kabaddi 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 or hututu, and you have to try and touch the opposite player and come back in your own half. So this is how, without breaking your breath, you have to continuously speak. You need to use both your body and mind in this game. You have to use your strength to pull or to stop the players. At the same time, you have to think about how to enter the other side. You have to decide whom to touch quickly and come back. So all these quick decisions you have to do playing the kabaddi. If you get caught, then how do you reach the line in the center? Then you have to decide. It means that if the players on the opposite side they catch you, then how do you try and touch the middle line? That you have to think. Next time when you play kabaddi, focus your attention on your legs, arms and eyes. So your arms, legs and eyes, all the coordination is required while playing kabaddi. You will notice that good coordination is required between eyes, legs and arms. So students, these are the rules of playing a kabaddi game. Students, here I want to show a ground of kabaddi. Here you can see that in this picture there is a one middle line is there. In each side of this ground, each team is standing, and in the middle there is a white color line is there. It is called a middle line. So wherever any player goes in other half for red, he has to go and touch the other player or players and come back to his own half. And if other players will catch them, he or she has to try to touch the middle line. This is how kabaddi is played. Students, here I want to also explain one point that kabaddi is considered generally the boys' sport, but girls also should be encouraged to play kabaddi. Because India also has its own girls kabaddi team. So as just like boys are playing kabaddi, the same way girls should be also encouraged to play kabaddi. It is not only the game of boys. Girls also can play kabaddi. You can also see many kabaddi leagues now on television. Kabaddi is considered as an Indian sport. It is considered as an Indian sport. But nowadays you can see that so many countries also play kabaddi. In India, many states in north, with states like Haryana, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, in all these states, boys and girls, especially in villages, they play kabaddi. Kabaddi is a physical game. So if you want to play kabaddi, you need to be very strong. So students, if you want to play a game of kabaddi, you need to be very strong. And the boys and girls of North India are very strong. Why they are very strong? Because they play games like kabaddi, kushti, hockey, and for that they drink a lot of milk, buttermilk. They take food like ghee, butter, and all kind of other things. That is why the hockey, where in this sports you have to do a lot of running, pulling, and all those things. So students, if you have seen a movie, a famous actor Amir Khan's movie Dangal, if you have seen in that movie, Dangal is a picture based on another sport. It is based on the sport Kushti. The Kushti and Kabaddi are games which are very similar. So in that movie also you can see that it is generally the game of North Indian people. North Indian boys and girls play this kind of game like Kabaddi, Kushti and all this. So students, this is the end of the first video of chapter number 11, Hututu. So students, before ending this video, let us discuss what we have learned. Students, in this video you learn about a game of Kabaddi, how the game of Kabaddi is being played, where it is generally played. All these things you have learned about this game of Kabaddi. But students, before ending this video, let us quickly revise the answers of worksheet. Students, this is our first question in the worksheet. Question number 1, fill in the blanks. First, all games have blank which every player must follow. So answer is all games have rules which every player must follow. Second, blank should be encouraged to play all games that boys play. So what is the answer? Girls. Girls should be encouraged to play all games that boys play. Third number, in olden times, girls were discouraged from playing blank games. Which game? Are playing Kabaddi games. Fourth number, in the game of Kabaddi, good coordination is required between the eyes, legs and arms. So good coordination is required between eyes, legs and arms. So students, this is question number 2. Answer the following questions. In it, first question is explain how is the game of Kabaddi played. Answer is quite long, so have a look at first. So first answer is it can be played by 7 players and 5 substitute players, means extra players. Total 12 players in each team. One player has to raid in another side by speaking Kabaddi, Kabaddi in one breath and has to touch the attack line. If he fails to speak Kabaddi, then he cannot attack and he is out. If he is caught by other players, then he has to touch central line. And if he fails, then he is out. And if he succeeds, then all players who has caught him are out. So student, this is the answer of first question. Let me repeat again. It can be played by 7 players and 5 substitute players, means extra players. Total 12 players in each team. One player has to raid in another side by speaking Kabaddi, Kabaddi in one breath and has to touch the attack line. If he fails to speak Kabaddi, then he cannot attack and he is out. If he is caught by other players, then he has to touch central line. If he fails, then he is out. And if he succeeds, then all players who has fought him are out. Question number 2. Which are the other names of Kabaddi? The game of Kabaddi is also called by the names Hututu, Chelekudu, Chukikit and Hadudu. These are the names of Kabaddi. Third question. How are outdoor games different from indoor games? So answer is Outdoor games are played outside the house, which improves physical fitness. And indoor games are played inside the house, which develops our brain. So students, this was the answers of question number 2. Answer the following questions. So students, this is the end of the video number 1 of chapter number 11, Who to. Students, I hope you will learn